Stay tuned and let's check out this Marvel Legends, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Captain America. And let's of course build those Build-A-Figure wings as well. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we have came to the end of yet another wave of Marvel Legends reviews. And this wave was the Captain America Build-A-Figure wings, aka the flight gear, as it says here on the top. Today, of course, we have the final figure in that wave, which is the man himself. From the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Disney Plus TV show, it is the brand new Captain America, aka Sam Wilson, who finally took on the mantle of Captain America and accepted the shield that was given to him by Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame after a lot of deliberating, as that shield carries a lot of weight. But yes, we have the man himself already in figure form, which is great. Not many accessories, as of course those Build-A-Figure flight gear wings are his main accessory. But we do get another back piece and then of course the shield, which is so important as well to the character. But yes, we have this figure. He looks great. Love the character design. Very reminiscent to what we've seen in the comics recently as well. I like how it transitioned to the real world, looking great. There we get a promo image of that on the side, as well as the shield there on the top. On the back, we get another promo image of Captain America, Sam Wilson, with those wings. And then we get a little write-up that reads, Captain America, Sam Wilson, donning a brand new suit and the wings from Wakanda, Sam Wilson proudly takes on the mantle, ready to unite the people as the world's new Captain America. And yeah, I forgot those wings with vibranium, so shout out Wakanda. And of course, we get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Captain America flight gear Build-A-Figure wings. Today we're looking at Captain America. And of course, once we've took a look at the figure, we're going to take a look at all the pieces we need to build the wings and complete the man himself. So yeah, without further ado, let's get them open. So here we have Captain America out of the box with all of his accessories. And yes, it's taken some getting used to calling him Captain America so soon, but it's true. He is the MCU's current Captain America. And I'm very happy about it because I did always enjoy Sam Wilson since he first appeared in the Winter Soldier. And now he has donned the mantle. And he has a shield here, a little bit different to the shield that we've seen previously, as it's got no peg for the back. It's one of those ones with a harness for the arms. And then we've got a little piece for the back as well. I suppose this is, so if you brought the figure and don't have the wings, you can plug this into the back and it still sort of feels like a complete figure. So of course we'll zoom in and take a look at that. And this is a two-part video, so stick around. We're going to look at this figure first as he comes single packed, and then we shall build the wings. So starting at the top, as what you always do, this is a very nice looking Sam Wilson in his new Captain America gear. And what's so good is if you look closely, you can actually see his eyes behind those tinted sort of red goggles. They are definitely sculpted eyes underneath that mask. And I did want an unmasked Sam Wilson head, as we haven't had one in Marvel Legends form yet. Every single Sam Wilson we have had throughout the years has had goggles on, but at least now we can sort of see a hint of his eyes under there. But still, if we're only going to get one head sculpt, we need the goggles on for his flight mode. So yeah, but overall, it looks very nice. The red sort of translucent plastic there over the eyes, attached to the white all the way around. And yeah, very nice. As we're on the back as well, this is this piece that actually came with this figure. Without it, it's just got the peg hole. But with this, obviously, you plug it in and it looks like his wings are like ready to deploy, if you will. His wings are in there. On the side there, get a nice little silver star for the Captain America. Spin it round. There's the star on the front with the silver highlights. And then the red, white and blue, of course, on the torso. Looking very good. Honestly, this, if you have seen what the comic version of Sam Wilson Captain America looks like, you will see this is spot on. They have done a very nice job at taking that comic design and giving it that real world flavour. And it looked great in the show as well, I'm not going to lie. There's the belt buckle with a bit of silver. Again, the gauntlets. All of this is newly sculpted as well, by the way, people. And you'll notice no pins, absolutely no pins for the double jointed elbows, which I really do appreciate. Very, very nicely done on either side. No pins at all. Very well done. Nice crunch as well, forward and back. For flight poses, that's going to be very useful. Going down to the legs, all of this is sculpted, textured detail. And again, no pins on the knees, and yes, double jointed knees. They're not going to go all the way though. They only go about that way. I think they're sort of the muscles on the legs maybe sort of get him stuck. So yeah, not further than that, but I think that's fine for the poses we're going to want to get Sam in. A little bit disappointing that he only comes with this one set of hands though, both sort of open palm-ish hands. Would have been very nice to get some fisted hands. I do think this figure is missing that sort of neutral fisted hands sort of pose. But overall, looking down at the boots again, silver, red, blue, looking nice, decent range there as well. Yeah, bit of swivel, nice, nice, nice. Obviously swivel at the waist. This belt's a separate piece, so you can sort of lift that up, you can see there. But obviously you want to bring it down and hide that swivel at the waist. The neck is on the new sort of dumbbell joint as well, so lots of range. There you go, his head's looking up for flying, burying the chin. So for flying, you sort of have to work it back, but it will go back. Probably not as much as I want. You might have to pop that off and sort of work it a little bit further back. But I guess that's what a human head could do. So yeah, not complaining too much on that. And yeah, shoulders go all the way up, but they get hindered. See that little bit of texture there, that little bit of sculpt, that sort of gets caught there. And I don't want to sort of break it. So yeah, you're not going to get the arms further up than that, unfortunately. But I think for his wings, that's what we need. As long as he can grab onto his wings as he's flying, get his head back, tilt him back, we should be good. But overall, this is a great figure from the design we see on the show. As I said, it only debuted in the very last episode of the show, and hopefully we get to see it again very soon, whether it's in a season 2 or a movie. However they continue the story of Sam Wilson as Captain America, there is still plenty of story to tell. So his other accessory, apart from that backpack, is of course the Captain America shield. And as I said, there's no sort of peg and clip on the back, so you can't, even if you took the harness off and there's a hole there, you can't actually plug in the shield because it's one of those where you have to actually put the arm through. So my suggestion is take the hand off. So there you go. Put the arm all the way through, so it's through both harnesses, and then you put the hand back on. Again, I apologise with my fat fingers, but it will go in there. There you go. And that will stay on there firmly. And as you can see, the straps are painted a certain colour. There is some sculpt work underneath there, but it's mainly so Sam can hold the shield. And again, that's nice and tight. That ain't falling off. And that is very well done. But if you do have the other shield that came with this version of Captain America, which is of course the John F. Walker version, this one did have the plug and clip on the back. So if you wanted to, you could plug this one in on the back of Sam Wilson if you wanted to. But now he's got double shields, double Captain America. But still, you have options is all I'm trying to tell you. But for this single packed figure, if this is all you brought from the wave, then you can at least do that, plug that in the back, have Captain America with his shield, and that is still a nice piece for the display and for the collection, I am sure. But obviously he's missing a key component, and that is of course his wings, or the flight gear, as the Build-A-Figure is technically called the flight gear wings. So let's bring in all those pieces and let's build his wings. So to get all of these pieces on the table to build Captain America's wings, his flight gear Build-A-Figure, you will need to buy the other 6 figures in this wave, which are Scarlet Witch, The Vision, Loki, Winter Soldier, US Agent, Baron Zemo, and then of course, what's the point of having the wings if you don't buy Captain America himself? But you buy all of those figures and you will have the pieces you see on the table right now. And I'm going to try and build this on camera. I'm not going to do it much though, because I don't want to mess it up. But again, I'm assuming these go in there to some degree. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. There's a bit of motion there as well. And then the shorter ones go on here. Maybe I'm making this up. Then the longer ones on here. Possibly. That sort of looks right. I don't know. And then this one on there. Again, this is genuinely for the first time I've done this. Does that make sense? That sort of looks right. Surely that's it. Then on the back, we get a little plug for Redwing. I think it goes in there or somewhere. Anyway, we'll figure that out in a minute. But there we get Redwing. We get the stand. You can't even see it, but I promise you there's a translucent stand there. Let's put him on cap and see what we did. Pow! So here we have Captain America all built up with his flight gear, aka his Build-A-Figure wings on. And this is very impressive. So I've got him on the flight stand that comes with him, of course. And you can see Redwing attached there to the back. So this flight stand is very nice. You can't really see it in my background. My lights are too bright. But I promise you it's there, and I'm definitely going to be using it on my display. It's going to make a difference for sure. Keeps everything where it should be. So let's check out this wingspan, shall we? So let me get my tape measure out, and you can see for yourself It's roughly about 14 inches across, which is nice. And if you do have the previous Falcon as well, you can use that as reference because the wingspan is virtually the same. So obviously the previous Falcon had no articulation or anything like that. It was nice for the time, but this new one's a nice upgrade. Now he's Captain America, of course. He has vibranium wings. Shout out Wakanda once again. But yeah, this Falcon was nice. I'll still find a place right on the shelf. But yeah, those wings just plugged in the back. It was once a Walmart exclusive single packed, and then it was 2-packed with a Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier, of course, when Civil War came out. So yeah, there we go. So there are different points of articulation here, of course. So you've got a point of articulation at the back, so you can get a little bit of bend. So obviously you can bend the wings down, but of course they're going to bump into each other. Let me just take Redwing off because mine is very loose. So as I said, there is a bit of articulation on the back, but you can see how flappy it is. There is a bend here, and that will bend forward and backwards. So that will bend completely forward and backwards. So like he does in at the end of Endgame, you can see him use his wings as a spike when he goes after the Chitauri. So you could do that with these Captain America wings as well. And then the other piece of articulation is here, and that will bend a little bit forward and a little bit back. So a little bit of bend there. So 3 points of articulation, once on the actual backpack, once there and once across there. But the main reason for that is so you can bend all of these across, fold these in, and you can get Captain America using his wings as a shield like he does in the show where he's on the bridge. And again, these are vibranium, of course, so it's going to take a lot to penetrate that. So yeah, there you go, there's his wings. And let me just disattach Falcon from that thing. And as I said, there is a hole in the back there where I've plugged this flight stand in, but he will stand on his own, of course, without it. You just have to use your balance and get him to stand, get the wings all leveled up, obviously like that. And don't embarrass me now, Sam. There you go. He will stand without the flight stand, no problem at all. And of course, Redwing, let me just move Sam out the way so I can show you Redwing, is a drone, of course, and he is a separate piece on this translucent bit of plastic that plugs into the back of Sam's backpack. Mine's very loose though, but there is articulation on this. Like, it will twist at the point of articulation here, so there is a twist there. And then the drone itself, Redwing himself, is on a ball, so you can get a little bit of wiggle and movement. And then this plugs in to the back of Sam's. Let me move my camera up, and you can see there's a port there, and then you do have to line it up perfect and get it in there. There is like a shape, and you can see it will plug in just like so. Let me move the camera back out so you can see what's going on. And if I spin it around, now we can see Redwing just flying above him, following him as he should. But mine is very loose, but I can obviously twist and bend him to different positions and whatnot. But again, I don't want mine to fall out. It's very loose. I need to get a bit of glue tack on mine. But I like what they were going for here. Redwing on that translucent bit coming off the back means he can be his companion as he should be. Not quite like the comics. In the comics, he actually does have like an eagle of some sort, or an actual falcon, of course. Yeah, Redwing is a nice modern day drone. That makes sense. So let me take that off, and let me also remove his shield, because I want to show you what he can do. So there's his shield off his arm. So there we go, Captain America with his wings. But what we want is shield on his back. So obviously you can't use this one, as this has the straps that ain't attaching anywhere. But again, if you have the John F. Walker Captain America that also has this new Falcon and Winter Soldier shield that has the new sculpt work, because again, these two are the same in regards to sculpting on the front. The difference is the back. This one has the peg. So this peg will plug in to the back of the wings. So now you can have Sam Wilson with the wings, with the shield on the back, and that makes for a very nice silhouette. So there you go, you have options. As I said, the only thing this guy's missing, for me, I'm being greedy, I want an interchangeable unmasked head, but that's just because I like the actor that plays Sam Wilson, of course, Anthony Mackie. But interchangeable hands, some fisted hands, or some type of other hands for some different expressions would have been great for Falcon. But I guess these open palm ones will do. And as I said, can we get the arms posed up a little bit? Sort of get it like that, maybe. Get the arms up. As I said, there is a little bit of hindrance out the top of the shoulder, but you can sort of get it like that. Arch is back, and he's ready for flight. So there we go, off he goes. Jumping into some comparisons, here we have our Sam Wilson of the MCU, but once as Falcon and now is Captain America. It's so good to see his journey, and I'm sure his journey isn't at an end either, so it's not going to be the last time we get him in figure form, I'm sure. But Hasbro, if you're listening, please give Anthony Mackie an ungoggled head. The guy doesn't wear goggles all the time. It's nice to have options on the shelf, but here we have both Captain America and Falcon in figure form. Now, if you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, then you know that final title card read Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And that's exactly who we have here with Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes. And it's so nice to have these in figure form. And where are these going to go in the future? Are we going to get to see a Captain America 4? Will we see a Falcon and Winter Soldier Series 2? Or would it be called Captain America and the Winter Soldier? Who knows? But it's nice to know that we're getting some figures from it. And here are some more that also were in this wave and, of course, from the same TV show. And what's interesting is Falcon and the Winter Soldier was meant to be the first MCU TV show released on Disney+. That's probably why this wave has the most figures for Falcon and Winter Soldier before WandaVision got the good old switcheroo. But I like their character choice. They're just missing Sharon Carter, I think, as she would have been a big deal to have in figure form as well, as she, of course, also debuted in Captain America and the Winter Soldier back in 2014. So she's missing from our shelf, but I'm sure she's coming. But yeah, as Baron Zemo, Captain America, Bucky Barnes, and John F. Walker. The US agent still isn't accurate though. And for our MCU Captain America comparison, here we have all three different characters that have carried the mantle of Captain America within the context of the MCU. So here we have Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, and John F. Walker, all have been Captain America in the MCU. Yes, it was short-lived for John F. Walker, he's now the US agent, but he was chosen by the government after all once Falcon gave up the shield. Honestly, you need to go and watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, it would all make sense. One of my favourite comparisons to do is always the MCU versus comics. So here we have the Sam Wilson Captain America in both MCU and comic form, and you can see how good of a job the MCU did at bringing this comic design to this real world sort of tech-based look, and I think they did a great job. Heavily inspired by the comics, it is virtually spot on, just got those few modern day twists, but yeah, really nice seeing that actual form in reality. Like, this was quite recent in the comics, like this last half decade, I believe, maybe a decade if you will, but still, it's not been that long since Sam Wilson carried the mantle of Captain America, and we already have that story being told in live action, and yeah, it's good to see. So, final thoughts, this is a very nice Sam Wilson Captain America action figure. It's nice to see the character development from Falcon to Captain America, and I'm very curious to see where it goes in the MCU. But we have it now in figure form for to ever live on our shelves, and I definitely need to start a little phase 4 display now, as yeah, this guy looks good. And the wings as a builder figure makes sense. They did it in the past with the Vulture. Those Vulture wings were much bigger than these. This could have been a deluxe figure maybe. Maybe they could have given us this version of Captain America as a deluxe figure and then gave us like a generic Falcon from the start of the show in the wave. That would have been a nice option as well, but again, I'm not in charge of Hasbro. I don't know the decision making. I'm sure they had a reason for doing it the way they did, but I do think these Build-A-Figure pieces were quite small for a Build-A-Figure. Like, you could have fit it all in a deluxe box, but anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm happy I got the figure. Like to see a Sharon Carter in the future as well. Again, there's other characters we could get from the show, and I'm sure we will as time goes on. There is going to be a second wave of Disney Plus figures rumoured. I don't know for sure. Don't ask me as Rectangular, but there is rumoured to be a second Disney Plus wave. But I'm very happy with what we've got, apart from the inaccurate US agent, but that's just me rambling. But yes, Sam Wilson's nice. Would have liked an interchangeable head, some extra hands. Yes, 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 of course. But I'm greedy. I'm greedy when it comes to Marvel Legends. You let me know what you think in the comments below. That's more important than my rambling opinions. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as always. But if you like Marvel Legends, you're in the right place. Check out the playlist where I've reviewed every figure in this wave, and of course the tons and hundreds of other Marvel Legends reviews on the videos tab. But most importantly, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Thank you very much, and as always, you can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews, and I will, of course, see you on the next one.